Alright, polygons. We're asked to find the sum of the measures of the interior angles of a decagon, 10 sides. How do we do this? It's a formula. The formula is n minus 2 times 180, where the n is the number of sides. So we're just going to take that 10, replace it for n. That becomes 8 minus, whoops, nope, that's not what I want. That becomes 8. 10 minus 2 is just 8. Times 180, and we go to our calculator and we say, what is 8 times 180? 1,440 degrees. So we take the same idea, the same formula, except figure out n, or the number of sides. So over here we're talking about a figure where the sum of the measure of the interior angles is 1,260 degrees. But we write our formula here, n minus 2 times 180. That 1,260 doesn't go for n, it goes over here, 1,260. So how do we get n out of this problem? How do we solve this thing? Some old-fashioned algebra. How do we want to do this? Well, probably best to divide both sides by 180 first. Then these would cancel here. We could distribute the 180 there, but that would have made more work for us. 1,260 divided by 180 is 7. So we're left with n minus 2 is equal to 7. Then we just add 2 to both sides. We get n is equal to 9, a 9-sided figure. That's not that hard to imagine. What else we asked to do for this section? Find the measures of an interior angle of a regular hexagon. So this time I want the sum, but then I want to divide it by the number of sides. So we're going to take n minus 2 times 180, but then divide it by how many sides we have, so those will match. This is a hexagon, so we're going to go 6 sides and then just divide by 6 at the end. So that becomes 4 times 180, and then we have to divide it by what we started with, 6. So I just do 4 times 180, 720, divided by 6. Each angle inside a regular hexagon is 120 degrees. Finally, the most complicated one in this deal. Find the value of n for each regular n-gon described. Each interior angle of the regular n-gon has a measure of 90 degrees. Now you might be able to imagine this. You're saying, what's that figure that every angle inside is 90? Well, all the angles are 90. It's regular. That means all the sides are the same. I think we all know what this is. But how would you use the formula? Because not every question says 90. They might have a different number right there. It would be like this. It would be n minus 2 times 180 over n is equal to, whatever this happens to say, this time it says 90 degrees. Alright, so this algebra is a little bit tougher to work out. The first thing you want to do is multiply both sides by n in this case. So you get n minus 2 times 180 is equal to 90n. What does this do? Well, it just separates the variable out of the denominator so we can isolate it. You want to distribute this 180. So we get 180n minus 360 is equal to 90n. How do we solve this? We'll take away 180n from both sides, and we'll come up with negative 360 equals negative 90n. Then we divide both sides by negative 90, divide by negative 90, divide by negative 90. Lucky for us, negative divided by negative, n is equal to 4. A 4-sided regular figure. Oh, it's the square we started with. But this is how to work out the algebra, because it won't always be as simple as that.